Pickle Rick!
Ah, shit, I forgot my beer. Hold on. Woohoo! Alright. Rock and roll.
Shut up, Meg.
What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday, happy weekend. Hope your week went okay. Oh, yeah, spaceship. We can drop some spaceship. So, I hope everybody's Halloween, if you did anything for it, was all right. We just kind of watched some movies and hung out and hid from the teenagers, since that's pretty much all that shows up around here. But anyway, everything's working. I think everything's working. We're getting the bing bong. Anyway, Joe Russ was here early. Our queen Liz Edwards. Frankie 78. What's up, buddy? Let's see, Mr. S, Mr. Egg Cake. All the misters are here. Zap Sparky, Red Dwarfer. What's going on? Probably missing people. Don't worry, I'll catch you like Franco. Are we? No, we're not quite fully franked yet, I don't think. Patrick, what's up, man? Been a minute. Chris is here. Pianoman. Kevin Hardesty, what's going on? C2S. Sorry, there's that. If you get a big scroll over here, it means I'm scrolling on the original chat window, since the main chat window apparently dumps after like 50 or some text messages. But anyway, we have stuff bing-bonging in from everybody. We are going to take apart that cheap-ass light bulb in about a half hour-ish. We have VertoThermoWhoofle coming here in about 5 minutes. What's up, Lock Watcher? Oh, man. So, I guess we'll see if Clive's going to do the raid, and then we'll open our cider. But until then, cheers, everybody. I appreciate you showing up and hanging out. And if anybody's joining late, make sure you check the live button if you want to participate actively. I am kind of thirsty, so we'll give Clive a little bit more time for that raid. So yeah, we're going to do that. I did fix the... Oh, we got to do the... No, it's over there. You can't really see it, but the little spinny thing is here. Here, I can show you like this. We're going to have our spinny thing right here, so we'll check in with it every once in a while. Why don't chat will be back up in a second. Why don't we get it started, because that's hot. And the plate I got's a 40-watt plate that's supposedly good to 176 degrees. And it will not drive the Sterling thing on its own for more than a few seconds, because it just sucks all the heat out of it. And it did self-start earlier, because I wasn't paying attention, and it just started going. So, but either way, we'll give that a few minutes. Don't really have any other place to put it right now. But I've also did a little bit of basics, starting to resort a little bit back here in preparation for when I'm on Thanksgiving vacation and finish sorting it. Oh, it's there, Grolko. I just had to show everybody that. New follower, solid BPM. Oh, and we had the raid. Oh, shit. What's up, raiders? Appreciate that, BigClive. I guess now that everybody's here. Wow, that has already started spinning. Look. It's already going. So we'll see if that makes it the entire show or not. Jimmy the Saint, appreciate that follow. Let's give a toast for everybody. This evening we're back to the crisp apple as they restocked. Was it last week? They only had green apple. Crack that on open. Thank you for the follow there, Official Klaus. Voice. Cheers, everybody, and cheers, Clive, for the raid. Angry Orchard there, Cyberlight. So this is like very angry. It's just it's maddening. Oh, and another. Well, yeah. Let's go ahead and do that hydrate and appreciate the support there, Patrick. 2 years. Very nice. Thanks, everybody. Cheers to all that. Oh, what do we got going on here? Oh, we hit 260. Goddamn, lots of cheers. Well, thanks for 260s. Holy shit. What's up, nothing special? Jack Attack, Official Klaus, the only Klaus. Well, what about the fish? I gotta ask. I mean, are you pro or anti-Klaus fish, aka the goldfish on American Dad? Because that can be a hot topic at times. It's 4:20 somewhere. Actually, technically, it'll be 4:20 somewhere in about 8.5 minutes because there are a bunch of half-hour time zones. Norman, what's up? Appreciate the re-up with the Prime. Like, we're just going to town today. All right, so like 3.5 minutes, we got the VertoThermoWhoofle. That is sitting, waiting. The thermal cam is up and running. So we got the Teardown in about, 20 minutes now. We'll be taking, I mean, it's not like, that's why it's tiny Teardown. If we're just going to take this, see what's in it, see if it's just a freaking LED on a light or if they actually got something going on in there. Because it is actually kind of bright when you put 5 volts to it. So it might be pretty good. Klaus is a proper gent, says Grelko. Oh, nothing wrong with that. You are pro Klaus fish. That is good. That is good. And we got a hype train. Cyberlight bought a thermal camera, but it doesn't work. What's it meant to work? Is it like Windows, standalone, Android? Because like the one I have over there, which you'll see in a second if you haven't already, that's the Infrared P2 Pro, which is it's USB-C. It's made for Android, but if you download the top-down software for the TC01, you get what we have here. Because they're the same sensor, and apparently they're not firmware locked between companies. Somewhere in a parallel universe. Oh, come on, that could be true. That could absolutely be true. So, cheers, everybody. Happy 420 somewhere. Thanks for the bits there, C2S. Yo, dog. That thing is kicking. No, you can actually. Oh yeah. You know, I think this thing is kicking right now. She's zinging. I can hear. I'll see once the rearrangement is done. I'll try to get it probably over here in this area because I have a plug like down there. Because I realized getting a USB cup warmer is kind of like okay. What do we got? Zapped gifting a membership on the tube of you, but to Casper. What's cool, Casper? Cheers, everybody, and cheers to that. What's up, All Red? Weasley. How do you capture the output of the top-down software? I use it's OBS all in here just for the whole broadcast thing. I mean, it's got its own, software window, and I just use OBS to capture it, and then my Stream Deck to push a button to switch to it in about a minute. All right, I don't even know what the hell I was getting ready to say. Doing something with something is about as good as something else. Oh, thermal? No, it wasn't a thermal camera thing. Somewhere in the union. What was I about to talk about? I don't. Oh no, I don't know. If it comes back up again, we'll go for it. Wait a minute. What just happened? Window. Zenny-san, 10 gifted memberships. Holy shit. Thanks, buddy. Guess you got home from your trip. See, what do we got here? We got Frogs, Fire John. That's cool. He's probably playing. No, he might not be playing Scum right now because Mike is streaming Arc Raiders right now. Anyway, Fire John, Sticky Mole, Marcus, Chris Abyss, Silver, Matthew Jones, Jonas. Wow, that's a lot of scumbags that got tagged. Scumbags meaning people primarily from like Luth Kill Mike's streams. Thank you very much. I guess that'll keep popping up for a minute. I guess while that's popping, we'll do the VertoThermoWhoofle. I don't know if it'll. I don't know if I have to. Do I have the Woofle screen set up for? I got most of it on there. All right. Anyway, cheers. Let's switch over. Liz, our queen, Liz Edwards, is asking for the fire. Oh, you're on the road. We'll make sure it's a super safe trip there, buddy. Very soon, because super safety is very important. So let's VertoThermoWhoofle, shall we? And only the super safetiest way. All right, number one. Ooh, a little recal. One for Frederick. Set chat on fire. And wow, the refresh on this is rough today. Like, what is? Hold on a sec. Let me recalibrate real quick, see if that helps. FCC. Oh, it's continually trying to refresh it. Oh, now it went through. That's still a little weird today. Wow, it's in like frickin' seizure mode now. If the software gets real flicky like that and hitting that little recalibrate button doesn't help, switching it to another color seems to help the flicky everybody have a... Wow, why is the refresh so rough? Hold on a sec. Let me try something. Let's see if we can crash the stream. Oh, that's good. It didn't crash. Sometimes I think one of my USB adapters was weird, and every once in a while when you plugged it in or unplugged it, it would wow. I wonder if that channel, that USB channel is extra busy. Like anyone will tell you, it's usually like butter smooth up there. Whatever. Anyway. What's up? Kazrin? Kazrin? Is that how you say that? Kazrin? Cheers. A fire, and welcome to the stream. I like the kitty cat there, solid BPM. That's a wicked looking kitty. Oh, what do we got here? Jacques attack. I don't know the word. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what the word ambiguous means, but I keep seeing it everywhere. Chippy says, Scruff, is there any way you can do a raw feed of just the video without the sound effects? Twitch being mixed with YouTube is sensory overload hell for me. There is no way I can do a separate broadcast without all the bingy bongies. Those are just kind of locked into all the streams. I'd have to set up like another computer to be able to do that. Like a third computer. So no, I am sorry. And that's not just, that's all the sound effects. That's not Twitch sound effects. That's just all sound effects. That's from the stream elements, which is across the board anyway. So I relate, I'm building an Ecto one while listening, if you don't mind. No, of course, man. Lego it up. Like I said, I'm going to be looking at that, getting some, the Ecto one. For Lego wise, I want to get the Ecto one. I want to get the new Gizmo, from Gremlins. I have already ordered the Back to the Future DeLorean that's coming out at the beginning of the year. That's already pre-ordered. The words direct definition is a little ambiguous. Yeah, this is all the Ecto one. I think they have official and non-official versions of that. I'm just gonna get whatever the bigger one is. I'm guessing. Just don't build it until after midnight, or don't build it after midnight. Well, yeah, no, don't trust. Well, see, the problem with that is it's always midnight somewhere. There is a superb Iron Man coming out in January. Take a look at that too. What I'm going to do is once everything gets sorted and settled, I'm going to just basically go on the Lego site and just look at all the new stuff. Anything I know, check random stuff, and we'll get a few kits to stock up. I actually checked as I was cleaning up this morning, and we have, let's see, we have an M24 sniper rifle. We have our AWM sniper rifle. We have whatever that box is. That's another rifle, I'm pretty sure. We got our little radio engine. We got Doom Guy. We got Butterbot. We have a mystery box. I don't know what's in the mystery box. It's not labeled. It's just Boxo Lego, and I haven't opened it. So we may do that next week. Do the mystery box. Well, this Wednesday. Next week, yeah. But yeah, I found that one box, and I'm like, I don't even know what this is for. So I guess we'll have to see how it goes. What do we got here? Oh, the replies are actually starting to show up in the plugins now. That's interesting. DCL and I built the Lego Notre Dame. That was interesting to build. Like the Notre Dame, that is one of the very, very few architectural Lego sets that I would consider putting together. Like I do have, like, I'm not a church guy. I'm not a Jesus guy. I'm not religious. You know, I'm Buddhist generally, and it's not like I'm like some active practice guy, but, But Notre Dame's still pretty fucking cool for what it is, in an architectural sense, anyway. Like, I was pretty bummed. Yeah, I was just going to talk about that, Chipmunk. The Lego Notre Dame is almost as flammable as the original. Too soon? Nah, not too soon. I mean, they're already fixing it, aren't they? Or is it already fixed? Or I know they were having a problem because, like, they couldn't source the wood anymore because, like, old wood was better wood because it wasn't a fucking tree farm that was just grown and harvested as quick as possible. They just used the good stuff. But I remember hearing wood, getting the proper wood was part of the problem. Did you ever see if maybe the B2 had updated instructions? Asked C2S. No, because if it did, then that would mean we'd have to start over. And if we have to start over, that would not be very good for my mental health. So now, how many times has the Notre Dame now? What? Call it fire. I don't know. I know that big ass one, but besides that. C2S, I went into a church once when I was a kid and a couple weddings. Yeah, I don't really go to churches anymore. Please show the Doom Guy. It says Casserin. It's in a bag. We haven't assembled it yet, but that is one that will be done eventually. We just we usually vote on which Legos we're putting together. Every once in a while, just grab it and go. But we will get to Doom Guy soon, because, like, I like the Doom Guy. I've been playing Doom for 20 or 32 years, 31, 32, a really, really long time. We'll say that. Like, the desktop right here is the Doom background. And when my dad stopped by, it's here it is. Where is the game version? Game only. Game skewed, game big. Okay. Actually, we can just go game little. So, like, this is my gaming computer PC. Like this, I'm actually hitting buttons if I were playing a game. So my dad stopped by a couple weeks ago, and we were in the computer room, and he basically stared at this screen for a while, and he goes, "Are you a Satanist?" And I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "What's that on your screen?" I went, "Oh, holy shit, dude. That's a game about killing demons and Satan. That's Doom." I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" But yeah, I'm definitely a Doom fan. And this is the screen I read you from on the gaming PC. on the mainstream, because that is front and center. Doom is a classic, absolutely. I mean, it wasn't the first FPS. It was technically, if I'm not mistaken, technically it was the third. Because they had a really, really early one, like way back in the computer days, that was apparently just mostly conceptual. Then they had Wolfenstein 3D, Gestapo, which was a really basic version of Doom 1. And then Doom 1 came out, and Doom 1 is what blew up. Doom 1 is why we have so many COD kids. Doom 1 is why we have fucking Gray Zone Warfare. It's why we got fucking Scum. Like, it started, it kicked off the gaming first-person shooters. Like, it kicked them square in the ass to get started. Quake, also a lovely game there, Locke. I did a lot of work with Quake back in the day. I actually have Quake CDs and, like, DVD game discs still, as well as an entire small booklet of just Doom. Doom games, Doom add-ons, Doom 1, Doom 2, Ultimate Doom, Doom 3, Doom Resurrection of Doom 3, Resurrection of Evil, all the little wad packs you could get for back in the day. I love that shit. Quake was a good one, just because the monsters were just weirder. What's up, Fama? DC Allen? Doom was great, but it can't beat Carmageddon. Carmageddon was an amazing game. Like, there is nothing like playing a game that eventually gets banned from multiple companies or countries, because the entire point of Carmageddon was get in a car and run people over. And just keep running people over. It was a great stress reliever. I think they had like 3 or 4 of them, too. PJ, the text on your combined chat screen, I'd never be able to read that. Oh, on my main screen? It takes a bit. It did take me probably a few weeks to really get used to it, to kind of know what I need to pay attention to. Like, there's very slight different color patterns to it. If, like, something, like if someone, like, does like a special thing that pops up shit on the screen, like, it'll pop up in there, but it's really fucking subtle that something happened there. That's why on my other screen sitting next to that, I have a filter through Stream Elements that is nothing but toasts, point grabs from, like, Twitch, subs, memberships, like, follows. That's all on one screen, so I can go over there and check to make sure I haven't missed anything. Then on that screen up there is all the fan funding. If you've ever run a live stream or been an op, you can see fan funding on your chat window. Like, it's just fan funding. So that's up there, so I can keep an eye on that. And then I got the Twitch feed right there. When I'm streaming, all 5 monitors are being used, like, for sure. All right, let's show a couple pictures from what people have sent in, and then we'll go break that LED thing down, and then we'll go, we'll come back and do more picture stuff. Split view makes it easier to multitask. Trust me, I fucking know. All right, so we'll do, let's see, what's Kevin Hardesty got today? What in the world? Okay, pumpkins, enjoying the Vikings loss. All right, so we got pumpkins and kitties. That's always a good combination. There we go. That's why you always check it before you hit that button. All right. Looks like we have some pumpkin inspectors. I like the eyes on the pumpkin. Very, like, not grr, but, like, very serious. That's right. You can't. Oh shit. Oh Christ. We're probably gonna. I just accidentally called a thing. Don't worry about it. It may call back, but we'll see. I hate when I do that on this thing, because voices acts weird sometimes. I like it. There, Kevin. Oh, there's the lady in the background. Yeah, I like the. It's almost like the meh. I like that look. Oh, I like that too. There's no zoom. Oh, little cracky spiderweb looking things on the window. Little pumpkins down there. I dig it. That's nice. Is that actual Lego there, Kevin Hardesty? Oh, that's got to be actual Lego if it's that in depth. That's nice. Frankie's out. Frankie78. Yeah, get some good sleep, buddy. Pumpkin inspection in my little haunted house. Oh, for Loomy bricks. Cool. And then this slightly disturbing but also funny picture. Thank you for those. Let's see what Locke has sent over on here. Then we'll get to the teardown. Wait a minute. Oh, where's the new ones, old ones? There you go. Meatballs for spooky night. These look good. It's not a pancake, but meatball subs are good. With or without bread. Some tasty bits on a toasted cheese bun. There you go. Okay. That'll work. Lucy catching the sun as puppers do. And my indoor visitors. Oh, that's all. That's right. You had to bring the pepper plants in. Yeah, it is getting a little chilly out. A little chilly out. We've been having the occasional frost warning at night. So I dig that. Let me slip back here. Over here. We'll clean these out. We'll clean out this side of things real quick, and then we'll do the teardown, and then we'll come back with the WhatsApp, and what I'm sure will be a good Juvinator update. So from Jack Attack, we have, that's the cooker clock adjusted. Now time for the car. Yeah, it's bad. Luckily I don't have that many, quote, dumb clocks. Yeah, actually I only have, well, 3, if you count the one in the car, or in the work van. I have the Scrufdog Live clock hanging in my living room, and yes, there is a clock in the merch shop. It's actually not bad. That, and I have the classic, I'm an old guy, fucking old school red number, red, fucking 7-segment, style alarm clock. I don't use it for an alarm. I like it because it's red, so at night it doesn't fuck up your night vision. And it's nice and small and far away, so that if I don't want to know what time it is as I'm rolling over, I just see a red blur go by and I don't even have to worry about it. The scariest Halloween decorations as an adult. Yeah, I know what every fucking one of them means. How many people here know what every one of these means? I'd be interested. I'll give you a second to look. What was the, I have a, when we get back from the teardown, I actually have a poll to put up. DC Hal knows them all? Yeah, I definitely know them all. I fucking get paid to know them all. This is cool. I like the lighting. And we got some, back when Baltimore City wasn't a fucking flushed toilet. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. Baltimore City isn't a flushed toilet. Baltimore City is a toilet that the flusher broke, and now it's just full of garbage shit, used tampons, and fucking dead bodies. And like 5,000 electric scooters in the bottom of the water in Fells Point. Because that's Baltimore. What else we got? Yeah. Kevin Hardesty has, oh no, that was from that. All right, hold on, let me sort these out. Sort them out, because some of these are just notifications that I had text messages on the other thing. New toy. Oh, so from Mr. S. First, we have a new toy. Someone got a nice bench meter. SDM 3055 digital multimeter. I'd be curious if you wouldn't mind saying, as I'm sure we would all be curious, of roughly what did that cost you? That looks pretty nice. Decent frequency, that shit. That's not bad at all. I like it. I could rock that. I do eventually maybe getting start. Yeah, oh yeah, you can see it's still going. I have a feeling that's probably going to last the entire stream. So I set the cot plate to a 4-hour timer. I like that little guy. Yeah, the display on it's fucking great, according to Pianoman, and I do agree. Microvolts, night. Oh yeah, when you get like you're dealing with some serious shit when you got to get down that low. But sometimes I like that. Siglet. Oh yeah, I've heard Siglet's pretty good stuff. If Dracula had a cat, that's fucking spot on. That absolutely is. I like that. Thank you for those. $9.99 on AliExpress sound, says Pianoman. Mr. S says it was 450 euros, not including tax. That sounds about right for that. That's nice. Grant Rennie, what's up, bud? I got it, Grant. I'll just say, you'll know what I mean. I'll take care of it. A discussion will be had. That blue police phone box is on Buchanan Street in Glasgow, Scotland. I have photos of it myself. No shit. All right. That's cool. I like doing shit like, or when that happens. When like someone takes a cool photo of something, you've been like, I've been there. Or what happened once, I know I'm dragging on, don't worry. On Discord, someone posted a picture of like the big ass mountain in like northern Washington state. That's also apparently like in South British Columbia, like at the border. It was funny. Someone took a picture of one side of it. Oh, look at the mountain. And then like a few minutes later, one of my homies on the other side of the mountain took a picture and went, yeah, and here it is from the other side. So that was shit like that. I love seeing shit like that. All right. Shiny meters are running. Okay, everything's good there. That's good up there. We can close that. Click that over there. And Lockwatcher's raccoon launcher, if you've been following that struggle. While it doesn't launch raccoons, no worries. No, not real ones, you know. What is all that shit? Dislike insights. What the fuck? Return YouTube dislike. Dislike insights. Now, what in the fuck? Some weird stats page. I don't know what the fuck that was. Anyway. Yeah. Okay, so Kill Mike streaming, Diamond Hammer streaming. Okay. And whoever Guns and Gadgets Second Amendment News. I don't even know who that is. Okay. Anyway, here's the plushy raccoon launcher. Test fire. Jesus. That raccoon sounds really heavy. Like, I know you can't hear it because sound on here is difficult. But, like, that is built, just so you know, the caps are 3D printed. He custom cut the PVC tube, added sponges, and now it launches a plushy, apparently very heavy raccoon. Because when it hit the fuller, it clunked like a champ. But that's cool. You just got to get it to go out to like 50 to 100 yards. You know, and we're talking, I want to see at least 2 or 3 MOA groups at, 50 to 100 yards. Actually, hold on. What inspired you to make this? Was this something you found? Or you just decided you wanted to launch raccoons? That would be something to know. Okay, that's there. That's there. That there. All right. Yeah, we got a shitload of stuff on WhatsApp, but we'll get to there shortly. Oh, I missed top of the hour toast by a big dog. Cheers, everybody. Way late top of the hour toast. And let's see. We got Pussies and Pianos coming soon, too, so we're going to have to break this bitch quickly. Where's my Lego cam? Not working. Good. That's right. I had to restart OBS because it crashed like it likes to do. All right. So you want to break some shit? See what's in this little guy. Button. Lego overhead. Oh yeah, chat's already over there. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, attention YouTube and Twitch moderators, or I forget, I feel like there's some special name for them. Reviewers, this, which you may or may not quite see, is a airsoft, which means I can touch it. Hence the, is that? Yeah. Hence the orange barrel, the fact that none of these levers work, and the magazine is full of fucking, huh? So calm down. Airsoft. Pretend. I just happen to have this sitting here, but it showed up in the screen, so I gotta say something. Airsoft. Okay? Pretend. Alright. Anyway. Okay. Oh, and I, remembered to grab my Jeff light. Some of you may remember this. This is a light I built for my seizure kitty as like a night light. This whole silver thing is a battery, by the way. That's the battery for it. TP4 4056 charge circuit, little light sensor, and then a thing for adjusting the light. But yeah, I found that, figured I'd charge it up. The only problem is, as I've occasionally stated before, is whenever I build something, I always forget to put an on-off switch. All the time. It's usually like last second, I'm like, holy crap, but yeah. Is the UFO fixed? Yeah, actually, yeah. Here. Yeah, I did fix the UFO. And I'd actually, I already filled it with water. I put 11, beer. Milliliters or whatever. I put 11 in yesterday and it didn't boil, or over boil, so I put in 12 today. Give that a second to absorb some alcohol. We'll bring that right there. Cup is going strong. Let's see what we got here. Not banned Zenny-san, because I actually checked. I've checked previously to see if airsoft is allowed on Twitch and YouTube, and it is. As long as you are very obvious that it is an airsoft gun. Well, this is more than an LED. It's got an aluminum plate in there. That's pretty stuck. And I can see looks like a bunch of glue around this. So let's see if we can crack that without breaking the board. Or I may just cut up if it doesn't. Oh, yeah, that's hard. Wow, okay, this has a little bit more to it than I thought it would. Well, might as well just leave it. Whoop. So for a cheap-ass little kit light, this is pretty good. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 LEDs. Let's see here. So this is hard to see because it's got that white track. These are all in parallel with 2 resistors for limiting, and those are both of them are 4.7 ohms. 4R7. That is 4.7 ohms if I'm remembering right. Yeah, 4R7. That's not much. There is not much resistance on these. Oh yeah. And then I thought of another reason to keep the Jeff light out, because I can access voltage from the corners of the TP. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this on and blind everybody. Oh yeah, I got to light that too. Well, that wasn't much. And it doesn't look like there's anything on the... Oh yeah, the backside's aluminum. So there ain't much to it, but that's a nice quality setup. Like, actually, I think I'd rather take it out of here, because I could use it come up with a better use for it outside of this case than in. Ooh, don't cut that. Silicone took some of the coloring out of the plastic. Now we're gonna have to cut the, I don't want to cut these alligator clips off, so we're gonna cut that off. Nice beaver. Thanks, I just had it stuffed. I watched that. I feel like I watched that not too long ago. Oh, so yeah, the poll I'll be putting up here shortly, something for you to think about. I'm considering on Christmas Day, since it's a Thursday, not a Friday, running basically 12 hours worth of just Christmas shows, movies, you know, whatever playlist I put together on Christmas Day. Doing a 12-hour stream on Discord. Not here, because copyright. But, you know, like a chill-ass stream on just Discord for 12 hours. You want to stop by, hang out for a little bit. And a thing to remember about Discord, like if you wanted to show up, like you don't have to turn your camera on. You don't have to turn the microphone on. You can just come in and hang out and watch. I'm going to have a text channel set up if people would rather chat through text. And see if people want to hang out. So I'm going to put a poll up for that here soon, just to see if anybody might actually be interested. Let's see, now I got to be careful with these, because if I don't want to alligator clip them to it, because the bottom clip would be going into the lithium cell. But, all right, getting bright. God damn. That is exceedingly bright. Like, that is literally blind. Like, I should put that on the front of one of my pew-pews. Kind of bright. Jesus. Alright. That's a good little dude. I like it. Of course, now all I can see is tons of little LED spots in my eyeballs. Hey, that thing's going. Yeah, it's another auto starter. Alright. Well, there was that. I guess I can unplug this little guy. What we got there? Will it be a big pole? What big pole? Who's big pole? Graham, what did Graham say that was hilarious? Where's my mouse? So much scrolling. You don't need a switch, you need a big battery, says Cyber. Like, yeah, that's kind of how that goes. A lot of these projects like this I won't do unless I have a big ass battery. Oh yeah, when we go back to the regular camera view, above me you see like the red flickery LED light that has a it was from like a 2015 2016 Samsung 10-inch tablet where it was actually two batteries in parallel. I just took the batteries, folded them together, and then built the light on top of it. Actually, I might as well leave this plugged in until I actually need to use it so it ain't just burning off because no switch. All right, well, that was quick and easy and surprisingly nice. Now I wonder how much one of these costs, because that's good shit right there. I'll have to look into that, because these are bright. I'm just going to let that keep spinning. Cheers, everybody. All right, let's go back to the front. Back to the front! All right. Yeah, a little tiny jet thing on that little spinny guy. Two little tiny jetty things. Where does the steam come out? Oh, so the round UFO thing, it's layers in between the two domes is like, was it 5 or 6 pieces of metal, like rings? Some of them have holes in them, and one of them just has these little curvy outlets on it. 2 of them, just little slits in them, just enough to get a little bit of pushing out there. Scrufdog is trolling us with perpetual motion machine. Not so perpetual. That one is going to be about as close to perpetual as you can get as long as it stays plugged in. And that'll stop in about 2 or 3 minutes. Is that working? That's working. Where's my mouse? There's the mouse. Let me get that up. All right. Where do you fill it? I'll show you. I can show you when it's done, because right now it's very hot because it's actually steaming the water. But in the very top, there's actually a pressure relief valve, so it doesn't blow up. And you unscrew that. It's meant you unscrew that, put 10 to 12 milliliters of water in it, and then just screw it back on. But it does have a safety relief valve in case like the nozzles get clogged or whatever. Give a toast. Okay. Cheers, everybody. Appreciate you hanging out, doing our thing here. We got Pussies and Pianos coming up in about 15 minutes. And yeah, to reiterate, their YouTube moderator, you know, as I said, pellets. You know, nothing in there. There's no breech opening, so there's no bullet. It's got the orange thing. You know, and it's not like anything's going to happen when you pull the trigger. Or that could happen. So, good morning, everyone that just woke up. Energy is free. Harvesting it is not. That is very true. That is very true. Brendan Northampton was streaming the weather live last night, and it looked rough as fuck. Where's Northampton at there? Is that UK or is that something Jamaica related? Mr. F with the pew pew. Yeah, actually, like I said, I read the rules and I'm like, they even tell you, like, don't say certain keywords, I guess, to, like, attract the moderators over or whatever. I probably already used keywords, but it's, you know, it's airsoft. Yes, I do have non-airsoft stuff here, but, oh, and speaking of the airsoft pew pew that I'm picking up and showing on screen, you know, the one with the orange, I thought it was interesting that not only does it have decent sights on it, like if you actually use it, which I do, the safety on it sucks, but shit, what the hell was I going to say that this had that I was impressed by? Oh, it actually has the flashlight mount on it. I actually want to see if a like a TLR1 will fit on this. A TLR1 being the Streamlight, you know, your basic flashlight for single-handed pew-pews. But yeah, I saw that today and I went, you know, I mean, like before my journey began into firearms, keyword, in July, like I never knew what the hell that was for. But then I looked at that today for the first time, like really looked at it because I've been using it to like practice drawing and stuff with and positioning and form and all that. I just noticed that today and I'm like, all right. Air hard or air soft? That's air very soft because there's no CO2. It's just spring action. So it's got a range of roughly 15 feet. So, Clang drink. Oh my God, there's that again. Careful, Ranko. We're going to have everybody drunk on here. Clang drink. Jonathan. Never got into airsoft. Was always into paintball. I've never really got into airsoft. That was picked up for a specific purpose, not a negative or what's the word I'm looking for, naughty purpose. It was basically a costume prop. Like fucking 15, 20 years ago. But I've never gotten into paintball or airsoft or anything like that. Just recently I got into the real thing. Still waiting for the last parts. I received 7 magazines for my AR-10. Problem was they were for an AR-15. However, I have not, even though like they're supposed to be sending the right stuff out, it's been a fucking week and there's no shipping. So I'm like, what's the problem here? You fucked up my order, which you already sent late and apologized for. And now you're dragging your ass on giving me the right shit? Like, what the fuck, man? God. Anyway, that, and like I said, as I said before, if you order anything from a website that says may take up to 30 days to process, they're not fucking kidding, because I'm still waiting for the tool and the last couple bits of tools for building the AR-10 to show up. And they're just fucking sitting there. C2S, so now you have to buy another Pew Pew. Well, should be getting one in January. Should be getting a Glock 48. That's the plan right now. I was going to get a 43X, but I decided to go with 48. I'd rather have that, as they say, I'd rather have that extra inch kind of thing. And I'm not a compact guy, so that should be just fine. The Maryland 323. Damn, I miss old Woods sessions. Or I'm saying the Maryland, or the MD 323. Why does that seem familiar? I feel like last time I saw something like that, it had something to do with drones. Sorry, I stopped drinking 10 minutes ago. Well, yeah, there's always time to restart if you want. You were shooting chipmunks, were you? Says Chipmunk. No, I was shooting people with it. I mean, like I said, it's airsoft. And like, one buddy's like, go ahead, let me see how bad it is. And he was like, no joke, he was like 3 feet. And I'm like, poof, and he goes, ow, damn it. And then he had like this littlest, tiniest, not quite a welt for a couple days. I mean, that's basically it. Jonathan, I have 223 and a 308 rifle for hunting small and big game. I have 5.56 AR-15 suppressed 16-inch barrel design. It's a fairly modified Zion, IWI Zion, and then the AR-10 I'm building is 308 20-inch match series Faxon spiral flute barrel, AR precision uppers and lowers, buffer tube stuff. B5 furniture. I'm all about that B5 for the most part. Anyway, is that can of whoop ass working off a candle? Nah, that's a couple of right at the beginning of the stream, like about 10 minutes before the beginning of the stream, I poured boiling water in my whoop ass cup, and it's sitting on the new 39 watt mug heater to try and keep it warm enough to run the entire stream, which probably will. I kind of feel like it will, because the plate start without the cup actually got it to go for 30 seconds, but then it sucked all the heat directly out of the plate. So I'm kind of hoping it'll have enough heat just to keep that going for the whole stream. If not, I have an even more insulated mug, because I know that is stealing the heat from the mug. But if you had a more insulated mug, I wouldn't be losing as much heat that way, kind of thing. So if this doesn't do it the whole stream, we'll try a different mug next week. Whew. There's not a lot of very competitive airsoft groups. Yeah, not really. Most of the people I know that do gamer gamer, I call it gamer style, like, airsoft, paintball. Like, I know a few people that play paintball or have painted paintball or played paintball. A couple of them go to like big competitions and stuff, but that's about it. I never got into it. Gotten shot by a paintball once when I was a kid. That was yay. That was fine. That's whatever. Jonathan, do you have to go through hunter education training in Maine? Well, I'm in Maryland, so I have no idea about Maine. But in Maryland, you used to have to go through hunter education for a pistol, if I'm remembering right. Or like if you have it, you don't like. There used to be something with hunter, like licensing stuff that gave you extra perks, but whatever it gave you, it doesn't give you anymore. Now you need your HQL so you can purchase a pistol, and then you need CCW so you can actually carry the pistol. And then, full size stuff is just a 4473R. You met Maryland? Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, it's just kind of how it's in Maryland. Maryland's one of the dirty dozen states, Second Amendment wise. They closely follow California as much as they can, but there's you can still get whatever. At least we don't have the goddamn California shark fin on the handles, because that's weird and ridiculous. Fan plant, I think I'm allergic to hemp-derived CBD and the Delta 8 variants. Am I off? I have heard of many people having reactions. Okay, that went out. To the hemp extracts as opposed to cannabis extracts. Like, when I hear people say that they're fan plant, I'm not surprised anymore. Like, apparently it's different enough that some people it doesn't work for. And cannabis is kind of the same way, but it seems to adversely affect less people. You know what I mean? C2S Iowa, anyone born after 1972 has to take hunter safety. I heard, is it Iowa or Idaho? One of them is one of the dirty dozen states where gun rights are severely restricted. We have, is it, okay. Cyberlight, I got a new Waller LP500 this year. Nice. Yeah, I'm just starting my, my journey. Then he's on says, Hunter Safety Course was the other option to get a training certificate to buy a pistol or a regulated firearm. But they banned the regulated rifles, and now you have to get a handgun qualification license. Okay. All right. Yeah, they banned a lot. Like, what was it, 2013? They banned a bunch of shit. And in 2023, they changed some shit again. I don't know. Jonathan says it's very regulated just to buy a rifle and a stick. Oh, yeah. I know someone that I hang out. Actually, I'll probably see him tonight on Discord. I go to a different Discord on Saturday nights. They live in California, and they have an extensive gun collection, including AR variants and stuff like that. And they all got that big, dumb fucking fin on them and the fucked up weird magazine. But you know what? They're fucking happy, proud, having a good time. And they're frustrated by California Second Amendment rights, but they're working around them. So as long as you can have fun, then fuck it. Okay, they banned that. Oh shit! Hold on, that poll I was talking about for Christmas. Where is it? There it is. Did I break anything? Okay. Poll. Where's the poll? Like I said, this is on Christmas Day. I'm considering running like a 12 probably plus hour stream of just Christmas movies, Christmas episodes of like, you know, shows or whatever, and just kind of hanging out for 12 hours and seeing who wants to stop by, pop in. Again, as I said, if you want to hop in and join, you don't have to do video. You don't have to chat. You can just join the video channel and just sit and listen and watch. And then you can always talk in a text channel that I'll have set up right above it, kind of thing. But I'll put that poll up, see if anybody's curious up there. So it's, to answer, you just type, like if it's yes for sure, you just type 1, hit enter. No number sign, just the number and hit enter. Don't type the number and, oh yeah, that sounds great. That won't work. Just the number and enter. Subsonic Subaru. What's up, buddy? 10 gifted memberships. Let's see. We got Henrik Oldcorn, another scumbag. Simon Paul, Metal Witch, Russie B, Tinkerbrain, Rick, Mark Bartlett, Yossi. Oh man, I haven't heard anything from Yossi in a while. He's a streamer. He's a scum streamer, is or was. And Henrik Peterson. I think that's another scummer, maybe. Let's see. I guess I should answer in my own poll myself. I'll obviously be there for most of it. I mean, I might step away for a minute, but I figure, you know, it's whatever. I'm not gonna, like I said, I can't do it on YouTube or Twitch because copyright stuff. But Discord's, you know, I've looked it up many times about broadcasting copyright stuff over Discord, and everyone seems to go, it's kind of against terms of service, but it's kind of like never enforced. Kind of like, you know, like spitting on sidewalks is pretty much illegal everywhere you go. But like people don't enforce it unless they really give you a reason to. Just like most states hanging a thing from your rearview mirror, whether it's a Christmas tree, a scarf, your fucking slutty girlfriend's panties, whatever you want to hang, that's considered a visual obstruction to your driving. While it's not a primary offense, which means they can't necessarily pull you over for it, if you really piss them off, they really want to push it, they can write you up for whatever they pulled you over for and write you up for that. It's amazing. There's a fresh invite to Discord if you're interested from Pianoman. There's also a link in the description that I updated that should work. What's up, Spiker? Welcome. And I'm going to take another drink here, and then we're going to get ready to start Pussies and Pianos, which that'll disappear, but it'll still be running. But when I come back, yeah, we'll keep it going. Like window time, most times cops could care less. Seats, unless it's yeah. Is there any problem with that? Is in Maryland, window tint is a primary offense. Ed sees any son says I've got 2 5.56 rifles. One is a firearm, an AR-10, a bolt action Weatherby 3. That's all. Oh, okay. And I'm not listening to pistol. Yeah, he's got more pistols than some gun shops. Built the wife a 22 rifle. And I know she has her own little pew pew. What are we talking about? Moistness. Chewy Down Scottish. I know a few guys with air rifles, neither of which I'd consider to be sane people. Well, yeah. Chippy says window tint in the UK has to be 80% transmissive, I believe. Ours has to be 85%, which is basically why most OE manufacturers do window tinting at 90%, 90 to 95, and that's like all the glass. It will either be 90 to 95 for the most part. For the front. Like on the back, I don't know what it is like in other countries, but from the way I understand it, windshield is clear except for the top 5 inches. And if you ever look in your windshield and you see some little weird little, almost looks like a T up there, like on the glass, I don't know what it's specifically for, but that's pretty much your legal limit if you want to run a banner across the top of your windshield. And then the driver's side and passenger side windows have to be like 90, 95 permissive. And then everything else can be just tinted. Like the Suburban from the factory, you can see through the front 3 windows, but everything else is probably 20% tint. Oh, moist panties hanging from the car mirrors. Yeah, most cops won't be too frustrated with that unless they're like, horny. Franco says, I can't get on Discord anymore. It kicks me off. Also gives me a panic attack. Too much on screen at once. I can kind of see that. Especially if you get into a busier channel. Block says, I can't stand seeing people doing the distracted driving thing. I've been documenting these people when I drive as I take pictures of them. Absolutely. That's the perfect distractive way to do distractive driving pictures. Chippy says guns should not be moist. No, really the only moist thing on a gun would be if you pack the suppressor with like gel or some shit that you can do with some of them. Any rifle you can buy the same day as a muzzle loader, says Jonathan. Oh, really? See, here our quote cash and carry is pretty much not a pistol, not an AR-15. Just about everything else you can cash and carry. Like, yeah, like no waiting period, just walk in, standard issue stuff. The way I understand it, Ed might be able to, if I'm wrong, Ed will give more detail because that's what he do, because he know, but yeah, definitely not moist guns. But we do have moist food for the kitties. Let's see, let's make sure that's working. Cat plus Rob. That is what it is called on my OBS. Which means I have to get Rob up. Not like that. Okay, there's Rob. I mean, not, I mean, he's up, he's right there. Sorry, you can't see that. He's right there. There. Right about there. Comes on, unless it's Virginia, then everything is a radar detector. Yeah, Virginia, man, they really hate radar detectors. Like, you have anything on your dash, they will pull you over and say it was a radar detector. They don't give a shit. And then when you try to fight it, good luck getting in touch with anybody, because the Virginia, generally speaking, they have phone numbers that you can call in for traffic citations, but they literally go nowhere. Like, they literally go nowhere. And I know this because I was in the office after trying to call them for 3 weeks and literally getting no answer. And if you dial any other extension on that phone number to get to a different floor and you go, hey, I was trying to get in touch with blah, 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 they straight up, they just hang up on you. There's no transfer. There's no sorry, there's a problem. They fucking hang up on you. So it's a fucking scam because when I finally went down there and stood in line to pay the fucking fine that I was trying to fight, you know what you didn't hear? You didn't hear one fucking ringing phone. In that entire floor where it is in the big building in Alexandria, not one fucking ringing phone. And I went, you know what? Let me just try it. And I called while I was standing in line. Not one ring. When I was done, I walked where I could in there with the phone ringing. Not one fucking ringing phone. So Virginia's fucking shit is just a big fucking scam. And they absolutely go after out-of-towners. What's up, Hawkness? Getting ready to do Pussies and Pianos. Just throwing that out there. There was a waiting period to pick up any 223 bolt action rifles, says Jonathan. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Zenny-san says muzzle loaders and most black powder guns, if they are traditional, are same day, no background. So yeah, no, not even background check. Yeah. But let's they think even possession of a detector is illegal, says Fan Plant. Oh yeah, no, I think the dot grading above the windshield is for temp equalizing the glass and steel, says Fan. But yeah, that is. I'm talking about there's just this little line. It almost looks like a T that you see on most windshields. It's about 5 inches under the top. I don't know if it's purposely there because most states it's 5 inches on the stripe or if that's something specific. But if you see like a little T, that's usually about, between 4 and 6 inches from the top of the windshield. And that is pretty good idea on where you can put your banner across the top if you're allowed to do that in your state, county, fucking suburb. All right. We'll be back to that. Because, yeah, that's not on the Pussies and Piano screen because there's really nowhere to put it. So, let's get ready for that. What am I going to do? I'm going to grab that. I got to grab another beer. I'm going to grab an egg. Actually, no, I don't really need an egg roll. I'm not super hungry. And then when we get back, we'll finish on WhatsApp. Stuff people sent in and go from there. So, here we go with this. There's a poofers. And let's get Rob going, and I'll be back shortly. All right. And Pianoman let me know that fresh tunes will be coming soon. He got his, I believe his setup has been resorted, and he says he will be working on that soon. And yeah, so what I'm doing now is, since the dude's been hanging out longer, because I've been standing there, and then like he's actually hanging out when I walk away now. I'm giving poofers just a little bit of food. Like, you know, it's a big can. I split it usually 4 ways, but she gets about 1/5 of it. Ronnie and Mama get about 1/4 of it, and then I give the dude like the quote 2/5 that are left, like the fat quarter that's left. Just so that he can eat. He doesn't usually eat all of it anyway. Like usually when I go out after the stream and I go check his plate, like it's most of it's still there, and then Poofers goes and eats it anyway. So I'm kind of doing the food that way. That way he can eat as much as he wants, and then he'll just be done and roll out. And then let her finish it up, because, you know, that's what she does anyway. You taught a putty tat? You did see a putty tat there, Norman and Mr. S. Absolutely. What's up, Josh? It's good that he's doing better. He's getting a little more comfortable. And we have news. So as you know, my neighbors talked about them moving out, and they're the ones that have been taking care of his brother for however long. Well, most of them, today was their last day. Apparently the kids, yeah, it's a 4-generation house. Well, the quote older adults, the parents and grandparents, are moving out into the new house. The kids are staying until the house is sold, so that it's still an active house. But we moved his house, we moved Dude Bro's house over to my yard, put food and water in it and stuff, and I'm taking care of his brother now. So who knows, maybe his brother will be in here at some point, but we'll see. Feeding your cats is complicated. It's Gooshy, it can be complicated. Everything else is free feed. But there was some food out there for him earlier, and I'll take some more food out after the stream. Locke says Scruff will be eating the children and taking the house. Yeah, I really don't need another house. I don't really. Oh, and remember the old dude cam? At some point, I'm going to set up the dude cam, and it will now be the dude bro cam. I'll put it in his little cat house. And it's heated. I just got to get an extension cord run out there. Or, since I own a big fucking DeWalt hammer drill and multiple multi-foot bits, I'm probably just going to drill a fucking hole in the foundation and put an outdoor outlet outside, so I can just plug it right in outside. I'm going to put a lockable one on there, just so it's a little more difficult for people to fuck with it. But I am going to end up just sticking a Dude Bro outlet outside. And I'll probably, like, nobody really uses the house out back that much, so I'll probably unplug the heat. Well, I don't know, it is, I guess we'll see if anybody shows up this year. Because really, any person who used the one out back was Dude. Like, and that was just every once in a while. But, we'll see. It's like I haven't seen Gray Buddy in a long time. Last time I saw him, he was good, so I don't know if he got a house, or he moved on, or what happened, but I haven't seen, or Gray Buddy, I haven't seen Gray Buddy in a while. He's the one that you see on video. He's like super, like, friendly with you, and just, you know, generally a good key cat. Oh, that was a big mess on the floor. That's good. Poofers will get it, I'm sure. A little beefcake action. Where's medium speed on the camera? There's beefcake. Just never hungry. Just sits there. Coned off. Bloop, bloop. Oh, yeah. Subsonic. Yeah, don't, no worries there. Nah, it's, I enjoy my rants. Especially when it comes to fucking just different stuff. No Sneck. Yeah, she's over there. I actually have to feed her this week. What is the status of the V8? Asked Norman. It's sitting there. I have the new starter and everything sitting there. It's just been a little more delayed because of helping my parents with their medical stuff that's going on. But I am slowly narrowing down other things to try and make a little extra time while I'm home to get that starter put on the little engine there. But that's that chunk of time. That's going to be probably just about up until Thanksgiving. I'm going to be helping the parents out a bit, if not up to Thanksgiving kind of thing. We'll see how long it takes for my stepmom to recover from surgery. The little engine that could. Yeah, little fucker. The little engine that existed. Oh, wow, I'm like totally not paying attention to the camera. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm doing laundry. That's where I stick the laundry basket. No, it's usually more in the doorway so we can see the cats when they jump into it. But yeah, I'm doing work laundry. I'm working on a forklift yesterday on my own for a couple hours. And it got to the point where even I was like, man, this shit doesn't seem right. So I called in one of the other techs who's a little better at that particular hydraulic system than I am. And we spent hours on that thing. So a little tip for you. If you own custom, or I should not say custom, specialty equipment, like, say, a forklift and a modern forklift, which has just as much, if not more, emissions on it than a fucking car does, and sensors and all that, because the forklift industry had to catch up. Go EPA, go. Anyway, that being said, when something goes wrong with that forklift, you shouldn't just call in your average Joe side job mechanic to come look at your DEF system, because they had a bunch of DEF codes, diesel exhaust fluid or AdBlue. They had a bunch of DEF codes. They had some guy there working on one of their cars or something else, and he goes, hey, I got Cummins in sight. So whatever the fuck he did, he went in, cleared the codes, didn't fucking do anything, didn't replace anything, just wiped the codes out, charged them whatever the fuck he charged them, and then after he left, none of the hydraulics worked. Oh, and this is a big fucking forklift. This isn't just like one little thing at Walmart. This is a empty container handler, 200. It's a 6. It can pick up empty containers, like either 40 or 20 foot, like sea containers, and it can stack them as high as six stories or 6 containers high. I mean, the fucking cylinder, the lift cylinders on it, like, your typical forklift, like you see behind Walmart or at your average store, your lift cylinders, things that actually lift the forks up, they're, 3-4 inches in diameter. These are fucking, I don't know, 1.5 feet in diameter, and they just go all, and then the tubes themselves, since it's not like a free lift system, the tubes themselves are about 32 feet long, and they're this big, and they're like, your regular extendable tubes. They're big as fuck. What's up, Frank Nettabetti? Cleared the codes and what else? We don't know, because when I showed up, I started going over the hydraulic system, which is all done through controllers. I get in there and I'm like, well, everything's got voltage, everything's got signal. Like, what the fuck's going on? Even the system the override system is saying, yes, your hydraulics are disabled because there's a problem. So I log into the hydraulic controller and it's fucking blank. Like, sitting in bootloader mode. Just like, yeah, you're connected, but there ain't shit you can do with it. So I had to reprogram the hydraulic controller. Still had all these codes and errors, and it turns out most of them were narrowed down, and now it won't talk to the big spreader bar computer. The spreader is the thing, that big fucking thing that picks the containers up, moves them around, whatever. It's a whole nother controller out there. And it's saying it can't talk to that. And that's about when Hildy showed up. We'll just say, he logs in, he's like, yeah, this is fucked up. And he has the software for the LME controls out on the spreader bar, because he's like a hydraulic specialist guy. I dick with hydraulic systems. Like, I can fix them, but once they're fully wiped the fuck out, he's one of, I think, 3 people in the company that have engineering level shit for the spreader bars. And we fucking log in to go to the spreader bar controller to see why that's not talking, and it's sitting in bootloader mode. So whatever the fuck this guy did, the only thing I can come up with is there's 2 CAN buses on this particular forklift. There's the vehicle CAN bus, which is the hydraulic controller of the spreader bar, the tilt controller, which tilts the cab back, and of course the screen. And then there's the engine CAN bus, which is the engine computer and the CAN controllers. Oh, top of the hour. Yeah, top of the hour toot is what it's called. We're not down here. Top of the hour toot, everybody. Cheers, everyone. But the only thing we can come up with is he plugged into the wrong CAN bus, which doesn't make sense because the fucking CAN bus plug for the engine is literally hanging off of the def tank. But all we can figure is he went in there and he must have spiked the CAN bus or did something fucking weird with Insight, and it just erased all the controllers on that CAN. So, really long story short, if you have specialized equipment, don't have your average Joe try to help you save a buck by clearing the codes, because now you have 4 technicians, the initial technician, me, Hildy, and his trainee isn't going to be on the ticket. He'll be on a training ticket. So you have 3 technicians that have looked at this for about almost 20 hours of labor. And we are not cheap. Our company is the biggest one of the, actually the biggest one on the, well, second biggest one on the East Coast, second to Crown, because Crown is big. But like, we are not cheap. So you tried to save a buck, and he's probably going to end up costing himself, especially if we have to replace the controllers. Because if he spiked the CAN bus can be very sensitive, and any spike can fuck it up. So if he spiked the CAN bus and actually took out that either one of the controllers, it still could be that the hydraulic controller is fucked up and it can't talk to the LME kind of thing. Because when he plugged in, he went straight to the LME. That's a lot of technical bullshit. I know a couple of you are probably following along, but like, just don't do it. Just make sure the right people are working on your shit. Because I want to save $500 for them coming out to look at the truck is going to end up costing him thousands and thousands of dollars for his fuck up. And he already said, yeah, I ain't fucking calling that guy to touch any of my shit again. And we're like, well, yeah, make sure it's nobody else either. Like, call us. There's a fucking reason why we have all this goddamn equipment and specialized software and all that shit. Like, we don't do it because we're fucking bored. Whew. All right. Oh, yeah. Anybody that's right here, I'll spell it out again in case you showed up late. Shit. Don't you hate when you get that for these glasses where you just get that little tiny smear that you can't really see, but it's just enough to annoy the shit out of you. And then you got to figure out how to clear it without spreading it everywhere else. All right, good. So yeah, the poll. Twitch seems to keep crashing for me today, says Grant Rennie. That's weird. The mobile app was acting really weird. Chat kept crashing in it today. I had to keep restarting the Twitch app to get Twitch chat to keep playing on Kill a Mike stream. I wonder if they're just having an issue. But yeah, so Christmas Day, on my Discord, which is in the description below, and Rob posted a link earlier. You can probably throw it up there again. But Christmas Day, you know, if you ain't got nothing to do, whatever, I'm going to broadcast like movies, TV shows, and I am going to post a schedule in case you want to see something specific or whatever. I'm going to post a rough schedule and a listing of what's playing. But I'm going to, on Discord, I'm going to do a roughly 12 plus probably hour quote stream. It's basically just us hanging out of watching Christmas movies, Christmas shows. Like I said, you don't have to have a camera. You don't have to have a microphone. There will be text chat available. Is Die Hard on the list? Of course it's on the fucking list. That's like the Christmas movie, Chipmunk. Shit. And there's a link from Pianoman, Rob. But yeah, we're all going to be hanging out there. Like, I can tell you, those I can tell you will most likely show up at some point. Because I didn't see who all voted one, but Pianoman will probably show up. Lori will probably be there. MK pops in here. You've seen NK. He'll probably be there at some point. Electron Box may pop in. There's a bunch of people I know that may pop in at least for a little while, and then some of you. So, like I said, you can just sit and watch. You don't have to talk, or you can talk to everybody. Like, it's not a stream. Like, everyone can just talk to each other kind of thing. Like I said, there'll be chat available, like text chat and all that. So, you know, go ahead and vote if you want. If you haven't already, I'll leave it up for a little while longer. Okay. Oh, we have the rest of the stuff people sent in. I've gotten everything done over there. The flying saucer stopped. And I've noticed that if you put in just, God, when I do all these, like about 3/5, okay? Say about 60 to 65% full of the little alcohol burner. It will go out just as the water burns out. So you don't burn the thing up. And that's obviously still going. So that's working out pretty good. I can hear that in the background just really light. Jack Attack. Why is it so cheap to throw a party at haunted houses? Because the ghosts bring all the booze. Speaking of booze, where's Boozy at? He was playing Scum earlier. All right, let's see. What do we got in here? Let's do the, let's get our Jubinator update. I don't know if Red Dwarf are still here. Let's see. Bottom. No kitty cats are around, just checked. No, we got a bunch from Red Dwarf for today. Let's see. There, this looks like a Jub update. Lots of purrs. I know you can't hear, but that's okay. So Jubs looks like Jubs is doing Jub stuff. Good, good. Lots of biscuits to be made. It's the holiday season. Oh, well then. I have something very close to that down. I think I still got my old Sony laptop. I had a Sony laptop that was built in 2020. I talked about it on the show, you know, a couple years ago. I pulled the battery pack out of it in like 2022. So like 20 years later, and the cells were rated for 2000. They're Sony cells that were rated for 2000 milliamp hours, and I tested all of them. They all still had 1200 milliamp hours. The 22 at that time, 22-year-old Sony cells still had more ass to them than half your 18650s out here today. It's amazing. Ooh, yep, ThinkPad, yeah. God, there used to be a bunch of them fucking turds hanging out at work. X41T. Old school. Back when, it's a shame where I have to say, back when computers came with Minesweeper. Like, Microsoft doesn't ship with Minesweeper. You have to download it now. Fucking stupid. And I don't think it's as cool as this version either. I think they changed it a little bit. The old touch pen. Sticky notes. I kind of remember that a bit. Oh, thank you for it. Oh, wait a minute. There's for. Oh, let's go back. This one was an actual video. Hello, world. Word. Well, hello to you, Red Dwarf, if you're still watching. Let's see. Zapped Sparky has slightly the Halloween flat cat. He looks almost angry, almost scared, and almost concerned. A little. Is that a? I see a weird plug with a switch. Yeah, all the biscuit plugs have switches on them, right? Okay, so that's a biscuit plug. So that should be a foamy plastic nightlight. Yep. Yeah, it's kind of like the dinosaur behind me. Well, thank you for the flat cat and the ghosty ghost night light. Happy little fox. Let's see here. This seems like a slightly different view of the workshop. Why does that look like a fireplace right there? Is that a fireplace? Like in your workshop? What is that? You still here? Oh, there's Red Dwarfer. Original battery still has 17% original capacity on that ThinkPad. Not bad for a 19. Oh yeah, not at all. Yeah, that's great. A nice old. Everyone's saying it is a fireplace. Okay, that's cool. Like dude, that'd be pretty cool if I put well, I'm not gonna install a fireplace, but like if the office had a fireplace, yeah, I could see this place being set up a little different. Obviously, I'll set it up so the fireplace is behind us, so we could have our fireside chat, and everybody could take their pants off. Oh, man. Let's see, what else we got here? That's a lot of old school kit. I dig it. Oh, and you got the fridge tucked in there. Nice. Please remove the protective film before using. Well, I'm still reading that, happy little fox. So I think the BBC men are going to have to stop by. I hear that's who they hire since they're so good at their job to come bust people's ass. Like I cut safety warnings off an extension cord today. The BBCers may be by my house as well to inspect my cords. Ham, tomatoes, and a thing. That might be a chicken thing. Okay, what is that? Is that what is that over? Well, that's not even. Yeah, you're not. Are you in? Yeah, what is that? Y'all should know. Nice workshop fireplace, handy for when magic smoke escapes, says Red Dwarfer. Yeah, I could see it being used. That'd help thin it out. Oh, that's ham. Yeah, ham. What's the just bread on the bottom? Oh, okay. Like toasty bready, whatever. That looks good. I'd rock that. I've probably eaten something similar to that before. Oh, there you go. Yeah, okay, that would explain it. Looks like French bread. That's what we would call French bread if it has like, because that looks like it was cooked in egg, in scrambled egg. Is that cooked in egg there, Benji? Big cruise ship. Yeah, we were talking about, was that last week we were talking about that? How Baltimore has one of the supposedly bigger cruise ship docks. Oh, we have what looks like chicken or people. We have green beans, probably some peppers. Almost looks like a millet kind of bean thing. Is that something round? I don't know what those are. I got some beans, some more beans, and some sort of light sauce they were on. Simon says, why can't I send a toast? Do you have enough points? Or I guess on Twitch they would be called cat treats. To like do a thing, you on the bottom of Twitch you have a thing that says like it'll tell you how many bits you have if you've purchased anything and how many cat treats, which my channel points are cat treats. You click on that thing, it's right under the bar. You kind of scroll around, it should say like highlight my message, give a toast. As long as you have enough quote cat treats, You can do that stuff like that just happened. Norman with Give a Toast. All right. Yes, it says not available. If you don't mind, like, what country are you in? Maybe that's the thing. Obviously, you're logged in. Give a toast. Cheers, everybody. Here's a toast. Here's a toast to everyone on Twitch. A lot of people have problems with Twitch. I don't get it, but cheers, everybody. You're in Germany. Oh, who else is here? Anybody else here in Germany on Twitch? Where's Captain Barrett? I don't even know if he has a Twitch account. Like, I wonder if that's a region thing. Anybody you know? Anybody over in, like, Europe or Biscuit Land? Like, have issues with that, maybe? Oh, well, we're still down here on the chicken. Could be a region thing. Maybe there's maybe Twitch is acting weird because there's an outage, perhaps, as well. What do we got there? C2S with Let's Hydrate. Well, yeah. Go ahead and drink something. You know you need something to drink. Oh, did I miss a toast? Okay, so a toast, a hydrate, and a stretch. Okay, we'll drink something. Okay, now you've been sitting there for a while. Stretch. You'll be back in a minute. All right. Yeah, see if it's something weird. Oh, crack-a-lackin'. Oh, yeah. Oh, we got a little flower from Benji. Okay, I just saw that. That was the last one from him. Those are cool. So I guess it's getting cold over there like it is everywhere else. Oh. So you won't be seeing those much longer, huh? All right, from the Pianoman, we have... Looking very nice up at the pub tonight. Is that the pub you usually go to? Are you sure that's a pub? Or they got like a separate reception area or reception party area? What I know there's a word for it. Like a dining area? Because I've like a lot of bars and pubs over here, you walk in, one half is like sit down, like quote, sort of not quite fancy dining, and the other half will just be a straight up bar, pool tables, dartboards, drunk assholes. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. Yeah, okay. What's up with is that reflected light right there? It kind of looks like it's reflected. Is that just very shiny right there? That looks good. Nothing wrong with that. PJ says I have cat treats in the UK. Okay. That's called a table. Well, yeah, I know it. Not the table, the room. There's a fucking reception. Is it a reception room? Some of them call reception rooms because a lot of weddings will rent them out. But yeah, not the table. I know what a table is. Chicago Ted, what do we got? We got an update with President Crispy. I put that channel on YouTube, like bird channels, squirrel channels. I put those on YouTube. Problem is, Ronnie got so into it, he kept attacking the TV, so I kind of had to stop because the TV had a couple of light scratches on the screen itself. That's good to see Crispy's doing good. Thank you for that. Much appreciated. Chippy, what do we got, Chippy? I am prepared for fire. Yes, I'm using them to weigh down a wood joint while the glue dries. Oh, hell yeah. Shit, we've all done something like that. You just find whatever's heavy laying around. That's cool. You gonna smoke that glue joint when you're done, or is that just a cabinet drawer looking thing? The bottom makes me think it's like a drawer. Kitchen that had something like leak in it, but that's just because what half my drawers look like. And Chris. Jason got, okay, a little blep. Oh, yeah, look at that. There it is. Oh, your kitty nose. Oh, your kitty cat. And Jason suddenly became very interested in the TV with the key cats. The key cat. I never thought about that. I wonder if I put that up on a TV screen, if they would, I don't know if they'd recognize like each other. Like, why are you up there and sitting next? There you go, and sitting next to me. I didn't even think about that. I would do that. That's cool. Fudgy kitty cat. Kitty cat. And that's it at the moment. I'll leave that go for a little while longer in case anybody late joins and might be interested. Is that everything there? Okay, there's the poll thing. Okay. Herbal stock is not that. Any reason I'm getting emails from them is a contest. 9mm on sale again. 380 ACPs on sale at Ammunition Depot, in case anybody needed to know that. Voice messages. Why does it say I have 2 voice messages? But or 2 message messages. I don't know. All right. Anyway. Oh, wait a minute. Where'd WhatsApp go? Fucking hell. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Sorry, I had to fix all the shit. Franco, I'm off to bed. I'm tired and it got cold in here. Well, that is the best time to go to bed, when it's cold. I've actually switched to heat now. I leave the heat at 67 degrees, so like 19 and a half-ish Celsius. And lately I've been just, this one? Yeah, this hoodie here. It's like a thinner hoodie. I've just been sleeping in that. It's been working out pretty good. It's a little too warm in the summer. It's funny, 68 degrees in the summer is chilly. Well, I'm sorry, 68 degree thermostat in the summer isn't all that cold. It's a little chilly here and there. But 68, 67, 68 degrees in the winter is just fucking cold kind of thing. C2S, mine's at 60 now. 60 Fahrenheit, I hope, because I would think if it was 60 Celsius, that would be a problem. Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry, that was a little message that popped up. All right, is Chris going too? Scroll. Oh, yep, I'm off to bed as well. Oh, good night, Chris. Night, everybody that's rolling. Frank, I keep my heat at 67 as well. That's good enough spot. I mean, like, it's not a lot of heat, and the heat doesn't run if I'm in this room, because currently we're generating about 600 watts of heat. And since this room is the main return on the house, because these shelves are all sealed together, like you can see, like this hand. You can kind of see where the crease in the shelves is, but if you look, it doesn't look quite like a crease. It's because it's covered in black electrical tape, just like that is, and the one over there, like this seam here. And then the ends, like right there, where you can kind of see where it meets the wall, there's actually foam sealed in there and foam on the other end. So all the air goes over the top of the shelves to the full wide open, holy shit, return. And then all the rest of the returns of house are like where they should be, but I don't clean them as much in the winter, so that it pulls more air into the big double vent thing I have over the door to help suck the heat out of the room into the HVAC and use it. So when I'm done streaming tonight, it'll probably be 70 degrees in the house and be warm. It's usually warm for a couple hours after the computers have been on. But I'm dual purposing the computers. Now I'm basically using them to heat the house when they're on and talk to all of y'all. Frank says it's like adding 2,000 BTUs of heat. It adds plenty because it warms the entire house up, especially if I'm gaming. Because if I'm gaming and streaming, because right now streaming, I'm pulling 380 watts through the gaming, or through the streaming PC and the monitors. So you figure the monitors, that's what, 50 watts maybe, maybe 100, I don't know, for the bigger ones total for all 4. And then the 4070 and the I thing doing its thing. So streaming, usually right now it's going between 370 and 390 watts through the UPS. The gaming rig is just sitting there with chat on it. That is a surprisingly solid 200 watts. It has not flicked from 200 watts the whole time I've been talking. But that's also, it's not doing it. Let's see if I move the mouse around. Oh, no shit. Look, check. I know you can't see it, but hold on. Hold on, this is funny. Okay, you see me moving the mouse around right there? Doing that adds 4 watts. So keep in mind, if you move your mouse, your computer went up to 5. Apparently moving the mouse causes between 4 and 6 watts of usage on a computer, or at least on my computer. Like just doing that, it's 205 watts. I stop. 3, 4, 2, 1, 0. And now it's dead nuts at 200 watts again. That's hilarious. And that's still going. Just throwing out, there's a lot of heat coming out of this room, hence the way I set up the return system. Because one, I don't want the house getting hot, so it gets sucked directly into the air conditioner, which makes it work harder. It does. It heats the house up. But in the winter, it's great because I don't, if I'm a busy week where I'm in the office, when I get my gas bill, my gas and electric bill, like the gas is like, yeah, you used a lot of electricity, but not much gas. So it kind of, heating bill wise, in the winter, it looks like I've switched to electric heat because I kind of did. At least, you know, a few hours a day. Jonathan says, I've never taken my truck to a mechanic. Yeah, I've, anytime any of my vehicles go into a shop is for tires. And that's only if I'm getting an alignment. Like, I got to get a couple new skins for the Suburban before I go out to Ohio. Either at the end of the year or the very beginning. Yeah, whatever we do. I'll actually finalize my plans for that this week. Because I got to figure out what's going on at work, because I know I'm in trouble for something, because they wanted to talk to me on Thursday when I was sick, and I'm like, I already called out. And all the managers have to be there. I'm like, am I getting fired for something? They're like, no. I'm like, okay. So I have no idea what it is, because, like, you know, if someone were to ask, well, what policy do you think you may have violated? I'm just like, open the book, throw a dart, because I'm not very much of a policy guy at work. I'm more of a, let's just fucking fix it and move on kind of thing. So I have no idea what I'm getting yelled at, but I figure I'll wait to finalize any plans to see how bad of a yelling I get. But I don't know. Who knows? I mean, it could be something as simple as I haven't been checking the right fucking box for causal parts or something. I have no idea. Oh, C2S with the fucking question. Will there be an MRE stream this week or the week after and back to normal schedule? Glad you asked. I am doing an MRE stream this week. Since I missed this Thursday, I'm going to bump it up a week, which works out really well, actually, because then I won't be doing an MR stream on Christmas Day, which will assist in the 12-hour stream. And yeah, you know, people are busy on Christmas Day, which that'll bump it, you know, before and after Christmas. Well, oh, Jack Attack. Yep. Latest shit, happy 420, everybody. So the Wednesday or the Thursday after Christmas, assuming the plans, if I currently have them set up, if that works, then I'll be in Ohio at Killa Mike's that Thursday. And from what he tells me, he's never actually ever had a military MRE. Of all fucking people not to ever have tried a military MRE, apparently Killa Mike has it. So, assuming I'm there in Ohio that Thursday night, I'm going to make the motherfucker have an MRE with us. And we will sit together and we'll do our thing, and we'll have a dinner date with MREs on stream. Because I took him the what we called the Killa Mike special, the chili and beans, because at the first episode of the MREs, Mike was in his farting phase on Scum streaming, which was fucking hilarious. But apparently a lot of people got offended because his character would fart in game. Anyway, he has MRE #1 chili and beans. Last I heard, it was still there. So I'll probably get myself another chili and beans, and we'll should be having that together. He gets a pizza MRE, says C2S. No, I don't want to scare the man away from MREs. That is the worst introduction to MREs you could have. Unless you wanted to give someone an MRE to prove themselves that MREs suck. Because that one is fucking terrible. Yeah. Chippy says that glue thing was the front of the cabinet I made from junk wood. So I guess this would be the other side of what he was making. I like that. The front of a cabinet. So I guess that cabinet's only a few inches. That's all. So that would almost be like a, that's almost like a bathroom cabinet without the mirror. That's cool. I got that look great. You know where that would look fucking perfect? In like a log cabin. Put that in the middle of like a log cabin somewhere. That would be freaking perfect. I really like that. That's cool. Thank you, Chippy. How's my girl doing, by the way? Forgot to ask that earlier. I know she still thinks we're all weird, which is appropriate. Let's see if there's any cats out and about. Everything that is driven by USB is stuttering today. I'm surprised this isn't, but this is through an app, not just direct USB feed, but like the cat camera is a little skippy. Like the feet, like everything on it is skippy. I had some problems with the thermal cam. Yeah, even the thermal cam is still dropping frames like a big dog. Christ, there was just a Windows update. It probably fucked everything up like it tends to do. Jack Attack says, I spilled spot remover on my dog. Now he's gone. Frank, let's see, where'd that conversation go? Oh, wait a minute. A friend was running a bunch of Bitcoin miners, was not making a lot of money, which is very difficult if you're doing straight up Bitcoin. But displaced some of the electric, used it to heat his house in the winter, just some fans to move the air. They actually, because I was in the crypto for a little while, I still have some Ethereum, some Bitcoin, some Raven coins. Like I have so many. I bought a little bit of a lot of coins in case one of them took off. And then I have 0.021 Bitcoin and 1.51 Ethereum somewhere. I haven't logged into those accounts in years. I assume they still exist. But they actually sell a bit mining rig. Like, you know, like you can buy the little stick fans. I just call them stick fan. You don't want to stand up tall. But you can also buy those at a heated version, you know, so you can blow warm air around the house. They sell bit mining and, well, crypto mining rigs that are those that you just stick in your room, like for a heater, and it has a fan that blows around the extra heat. So you can heat your house or your room while you're mining Bitcoin. Not a bad idea. Already being done, as we've seen, but now it's the, like, purpose-built model. It's got a little, oh man, what the hell do they call those special computers? ASICs? Is it ASIC? I'm pretty sure it's ASIC. Is that what it is? Like specialized computers that a lot of bit miners run on? Is it ASIC rig? Like very, something, whatever it means, very specialized computer build or whatever. But yeah, they actually sell a rig. I think a couple companies have it now that you can actually specifically heat your house while mining cryptocurrency. All those who believe in psychokinesis, raise my hand. Now, wouldn't it be some shit there, Jack Attack, if suddenly your fucking hand was like, whoa? That would be fucking funny. Whenever I think of the past, it brings back so many memories. Blackwatcher wants the official dude report, and we have an ad starting on Twitch in 55 seconds. Some of you may see it, some of you don't, I don't know. But dude he's doing good. He's been a little extra chompy lately because his new thing is if I pet him on his right side, like on the hip, he'll turn in a half circle and flump down and lay down and just like, you know, just do his thing. Every once in a while he'll show his belly or whatever. So you can pet him. But He doesn't like when you reach directly over his head, because then he gets like scared and he usually swats or chomps. And they're not hard bites or anything. It's fine. So the problem I have is he's always on this side of me. So I have to reach over him to reach the hip. And then he turns and goes under my arm. He'll like get sketched out as he's dropping. And then he'll reach up and either chomp or what. But if I do with this hand and reach over, he doesn't have to go under the arm. He just like if I'm reaching over like this across my body, then he comes this way, like, this way and then out. So he doesn't have to like go under my hands, like my arm, because it's like out here. You'd have to see it to understand. I'm explaining. It's one of those things I guess you have to see. But since I think that's something new for him, he's a little extra sketchy about it. But he's doing good. And then at night, he'll usually come up and flump himself down, like right against here, and then go to sleep for a couple hours. So he's doing good. He's just learning new ways. And I think he learned that from Poofers, because Poofers always comes in and pretty much she'll just flump down, or if like she's just like doing her thing and getting almost annoying, because sometimes she'll sit there, she'll come over here, rub you, then she'll go on this side, like wipe her nose on your arm, then over here, she'll just go back and forth. And sometimes I just take and I go, just lightly press her down, push her down in like a lay position. I'm like, there you go. And then I'll start petting her and she'll calm down and like usually go to sleep. But I think he's seeing her, and because I know cats do that, like learn behaviors. So I think he's learning from her that like a flumpy petting is a good petting. Whew. Psychokinesis is fiction, says Josh Homan. It could absolutely be. Chippy says, Cat Logic, I suspect he was beaten or hit. Well, I mean, he was a stray cat for 7 or 8 years. So, yeah, I mean, that could have happened, which sucks. But besides that, everything else, he's like just super awesome. He's been hanging out in the hallway more. So that he's getting like, exposure to the other cats. Ronnie still doesn't like him, but Tiny Mama's a little more accepting of him. Poofers is getting used to him, because now they both sleep with me at night. For the most of the night. Basically, I'll wait until they wake me up to go out, and then I'll close the door, and that's pretty much it, because I don't feel like getting up every hour if I'm trying to sleep for work. Sorry, I'm looking for, I don't even remember I'm looking for the cat camera. Okay. Oh yeah, here's a tip for you. So if your cat is trying to get in and is like reaching under and bang, 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 like banging the door, this is what I do every night to avoid that. We all go to sleep. Somebody will wake me up. I'll let them out. And if it's only one of them, I just let them out and go with it. If they're both out and it's like the middle of the night, and I know I'm not going to want to get up again, what I do is to keep the door from rattle, I take a sock. I have a specific sock that just hangs on the closet door. I just take it, I kind of flick it, hold it, but flip it up and close the door on it. So all that extra fabric gets into the padding. And I don't close the door all the way, because if it closes too close, they can still pull it and like flex it and bang on the frame. But if you wedge it good and tight, obviously don't break anything. You'll get used. It's just a good snug fit. But close the door about 3/4 of the way, and then they can't bang it, and they can't open it, they can't do anything, and then I can sleep for the rest of the night. Because without that, they'll bang, 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 and then I was waking up every 2 or 3 hours, like I have to deal with the door. So like a little washcloth, socks, some piece of cloth you don't need. If your cat's constantly banging on the door to let you in, and like you're trying to not deal with that, stick that fabric in there. And it's about a foot underneath where the latch is. That seems to be the good sweet spot, because like if it's too high, the door itself will still flex, but if it's low enough, it'll hold it in there. You don't know what I mean? Go try it. Take a sock, shove it in your door, and you'll see how it snugs. Like, I gotta fold my sock in half because they're just, they're gappy doors. But works great. Anyway, I think I almost feel like, I think they're starting to realize, because I have noticed if I put it in, every once in a while, I'd still hear scratching at the door, like if I hadn't fallen all the way to sleep yet. But I think they're starting to notice that when the sock is sticking out on the other side of the door, that there's no point. I think they're kind of realizing that's the signal for like the game, the room is closed for the rest of the night. And meanwhile, the cats are just laughing at the attempts to control them. No, that actually works. Like I said, I think they've realized if they see the sock in the door, I guess it's kind of like panties hanging off of the doorknob for college kids or whatever. But I think when they see that sock sticking out, like they usually don't mess around anymore. I don't get bothered. It might warp your door over time. Yeah, that's why I'm not like, I don't push it. It's just enough to get it pretty snug. And if it warps my door, I don't give a shit. To be honest there, Spiker, it's just, I see the house as functional. I'm not decorating it for any specific purpose. Like, really, the only, quote, decorations in the house are everything behind us, because everything back here, yeah, I mean, basically everything back there has something to do with the show. And then I have a couple Lego pieces from the show sitting out around. Besides that, I have no reason to decorate. I don't really care what the place looks like, as long as it's clean, it's tidy, and it's functional. If the interior door to my bedroom starts to warp out a little bit, okay. Like for me, that's, and I'm not saying like, man, don't worry about it. I'm just saying that's just my viewpoint on that. I just want function and clean, tidy. Now, granted, I fall a little behind on the cleaning thing because I've been pretty busy lately, but like today, since we started an hour later, it's amazing that little bit of extra time had me going for hours, because I knew, I'm going to start a little later. That means I have a little extra time to get a couple things done. Dude, I got so much cleaning done today that I freed up time for tomorrow. I might go to a gun range tomorrow, just to tune Abigail, since she has I got adjustable buffer weight and a blue spring for the buffer. So I might go there, but it's a local gun range. If you're not a member, you can't schedule ahead of time. So I'm going to call them tomorrow. So that's why it's good. I got a lot of cleaning done tonight, so I ain't got to deal with that. You don't mind too cluttered. Certain things, and like obviously these shelves, they're a little cluttered. Like that's fine, but that's because we have a lot of shit to show off. But besides that, I tend to like things a little tidy when I can. I'm always playing catch up. Like if you walk in on the wrong day, it's not unclean. Really, the most unclean thing around here is just the cat boxes. Yeah, because there's 4 cats, so it doesn't matter how many times you clean a cat box, it kind of stinks. Not bad, but you only get a couple days of after you clean a cat box, like give a full cleaning, like full dump. You're gonna get a couple days before the whole rest of the thing. You're gonna smell a little bit, but lots of kitty cats. I mean, that's like when I built, as far as I'm saying about function, like when I built the old office and just took a day and went, hey, I'm gonna build a wall here. I was like, I don't care that used to be a dining room. Now it's an office. Now it has a 4th wall, so it would make it an office. Like, it doesn't bother me at all. There's scratches and dings and scrape marks and shits on the wall, like around here and there, and I'm like, doesn't affect the function. And like, people are like, oh, well, what if you have someone over? I'm like, dude, I have like, maybe my parents might stop by. Maybe Ed might, like, sometimes Ed comes over and he just kind of hangs out and waits for me outside because, like, we're just getting ready to go. Like, in a typical year, I may have 10 hours total of someone besides me in the house, which means I ain't doing shit in this house to impress any fucking body. It's my house. I like it how it is. It's tidy. It's fairly tidy. It's fairly neat. Cats make it a little dirty, whatever. But like, I'm not going to keep a dining room in case my parents want to come over and eat. Like, I'm not going to use a room for 364 days a year that just fucking sits there. What I did was I made an office, and then I got the little fucking TV dinner stand trays. I have 2 of those because I don't expect to ever really have more than 2 visitors at the same time. And I'll just stand and eat because that's what I fucking do all the time anyway. It's one of the things that it just took me a little while to realize, like, people have like these fancy rooms and this set up and that set up for visitors, and then no one ever fucking comes over, or rarely does. So why should you reserve that space? Just fucking move on. Unless it's really that important to you, that one time a year when people come over, then by all means, do what you need to do. But if you don't care, then don't care. Just do what you need to do in your house. Make your house yours. Oh, okay, maybe not like that. Fan Plant says, my brother's cat shits on his bed. He can't figure out why. I don't know. Oh, but for asking, let's see if I can find it. These are, oh, there's one. If I can see that one, then you should be able to see that one. Let's see. So see right there. You see that little tiny notch? Sorry, I'm shaking all over the place. But right there above my finger, see that little tiny notch? There's one there. And then there's the other one. And those are your 2 little steam jets. Oh, and as far as refill, don't hold this when you undo this, because you may unscrew the wrong part, like we did last week. You got to hold this, because I went to unscrew this last week and I unscrewed the whole thing off. And I got soot all over me. That's fine. But yeah, this little guy just threads out. There's your little safety valve. And that's just soot off the bottom. You just fill it and screw it back on. And it lasts, what, maybe 5 minutes once it starts spinning? Yeah, I'm gonna use a dirty gun rag to clean this off. Actually, it's kind of working. I wonder if the oil's helping. I ain't worried about soot. I just don't feel like getting soot all over, like, the computer stuff. Alright, we are less than 15 minutes till the end of the show. I wasn't even sure I'd be going this late, because it is, like, well, kind of late. Not that late. Van Plant, very cool. I have 2 model steam engines. Why did your name color change? That's weird. Who knows? Anyway. Nah, we just got into these on Wednesday nights. Built one that didn't work because the tube the piston rides in has a micro flare basically on it. So I'm slowly working on polishing that down unless we can find another one. Oh, you're on YouTube. Oh yeah, you were. Okay, yeah, that would explain that. Dinner tonight. No, thanks, Lockwatcher. I'm good, but it's a little bit of a drive. No, I have beef with mixed vegetables over white rice for food later. And tomorrow I'm probably going to order pizza. Might order a pizza because of the curse. Yes, the first Sterling engine we didn't run was because of the channel curse, but we overcame that. With the flying saucer, and then this little guy who's still going. Okay, we'll wait till New Year's Day. I don't know what day. Let's see. Hold on. Let me check a calendar. Whoa, what was that? Why is Windows being... Oh. God, I keep changing shit on Windows 11. It's fucking annoying. See, the first will be on a Thursday. Well, actually, I'll be doing the MR stream on the first. I'll probably end up, I'll end up leaving like probably at Friday. Assuming all that goes well. It'll probably be the second. There, Lock. Rob says, I'm thinking I'm going to order a kebab. Did last Saturday and really loved it. Kebabs are good. Yeah, we get extra out. Well, yeah, fall back. So the U.S. gets an extra hour of sleep or an extra hour of fucking off this evening. Does the Campbell's engine ever become heat saturated? That's been going for a while. Well, yeah, that was also part of the test to see if it became heat saturated. And yeah, I don't think so. Let me go put my hand. Like, I know if you put ice on the top, it'll go faster, but let me see. Like, it's warm. Not as warm as the bottom, but sorry, I was sitting there for a minute looking to see if I had a like laser thermometer kind of thing. I looked at the meter funny because like my other meter has a laser like sensor on the back, laser and infrared sensor on the back for measuring temperature. But I think all my infrared thermometers are in the kitchen, of all places. Jack Attack says, my son told me he was awarded the Leslie Nielsen badge at school. I asked, what's that? He said, a big building with lots of kids. Chipmunk, why is Windows? Blah, blah, blah. Because it is Windows. That is very true. Yeah, I'm not going to turn the heat off on that. I'll probably switch the timer just to, like, it's going to be obvious when I walk out of the room. Because so I'll probably just leave that going as long as it wants to tonight. Just see how long she goes. I guess once it stops, I'll carefully bring the mug over to my thermal camera real quick and see what temperature it was. Don't call me Shirley. I was on Discord and another member had ordered food, so I caught the bug, says Pianoman. Yeah, that happens every once in a while. Mike was talking about Chinese food a couple weeks ago. He just kept talking about it. And I'm like, oh, all right. So I ended up ordering Chinese food. I think he did too. When my friend told me she got a tattoo of an abacus, at that moment I knew she was a person I could count on. Seems to be a rate it's cool enough. Yeah, I mean, like, the way I understand it, it's basically, it's sucking heat out and then just, pulling the heat out of it and it just gets cycled through. So the top should stay relatively cool. Or, as everyone says, you can stick an ice cube right on that top plate right there. And the heat differential will make it go faster. What is going? God, Windows, fuck off. Pardon my French. What in the fuck? Anyway. God, Windows is really pissed. God, I wish all this software it wasn't so Windows dependent. I could just run this whole thing on Linux. Wait a minute, Locke. When's your next pancake thing? Because you were talking some shit about pancakes. Like, I know you didn't have pancakes Thursday because, I don't know, I guess there's just something wrong with you. Like, oh, we had visitors. The visitors could have had pancakes. But anyway, when's your next pancake fiasco going on there, bud? Frank Notabetty, I ordered some General Tso's and crab rangoons earlier. Got leftovers for tomorrow. I get crab rangoons every once in a while. They have absolutely nothing to do with crab. But I get those every once in a while. But I've never really been big on the General's food. I'm not like a big sweet and soury, saucy thing going on there. My dad gets that a lot, though. What is that? Oh, a booby trap. Locke says coming up next week. What do you mean possibly? This is pancakes we're talking. You are the pancake man. I don't want to hear this possibly shit. Like, you better work some pancakes in there somewhere this week. I mean, even if it's for actual breakfast, which I know, I don't know. Do you eat pancakes for breakfast or is it always for dinner? I mean, either way is fine, but Chippy says you could make a video about how to install Windows 11 with a local account and get the video deleted. Yeah, or I could not do that because I don't want to show anyone how to install Windows 11. Just look up Linux Mint Cinnamon. Just go with that if you don't have Windows dependent software. Linux Mint Cinnamon. Go. Jack Attack. I killed 8 zombies, 9 vampires, and 3 witches yesterday. But for some reason, they kept dropping candy. So I relate, my motorcycle battery was totally fine after 6 weeks. What? Like just sitting there? Like mine has been on a trickle charger for 7 or 8 years. And I'm about a year ago, I cranked the starter and it cranked hard. So yeah, I don't know. My life is simple. My life is pure. Life is a goddamn complicated mess because of people, says Jonathan. Yes, got that goddamn right. Life would be so much simpler if especially stupid people would just fuck off. Like, I'd love to have like a 15, 20-foot force field around me that, like, if I was moving around, if like someone stupid was there, would just push them out of the sphere. You know, like video game fucking like borders kind of thing. God, that would be. Of course, there's so many people that wouldn't be able to get near me. Try to make it interesting around work. That's for sure. C2S had soft eggs and sausage with layered biscuits to suck up the yolk. Okay, next time you do that, C2S, and you have, well, wait a minute. You're saying biscuits. You mean like American biscuits? Because if you do, then next time you do that, make scrambled eggs with the sausage and the biscuits, and then put sausage gravy on it. Because then it'll be better. Even if you have to buy the sausage, like if you have to buy sausage gravy, which sometimes you do, just buy it, add, keeping it, quote, simple, add a little bit of garlic powder, a shitload of pepper, pinch of salt, a shot of espresso. Yes, I said a shot of espresso. And just the pinchiest pinch of hot sauce, depending on if you like spicy stuff. Like, even if you don't like spicy stuff, just like the littlest bit of hot sauce gives it a little, just makes it a little fuller. But if you want a little bit of kick, add a little more hot sauce. Yeah, white pepper. Yeah, put the white pepper in there. You want it to dippable yolk. Yeah, I'm saying, like, next time. But yeah, I eat eggs like that too. But I don't know, sunny side, medium cooked, whatever you call them. Yolky eggs where the white is cooked. So I do that sometimes, and then yeah, it's all about the bread soaking that yolk up. It's good stuff. Actually, I've been having scrambled eggs and sausage. Or scrambled eggs and bacon. I should make some biscuits and gravy. I guess if I do, I'm going to have to film it so all you biscuit heads know what the fuck we're talking about. Hey, don't tell me. Who told you to fuck off? Did I tell you to fuck off? I don't think I told you to fuck off. Holy fuck, C2S. I taught you guys too well about the food talk. Oh, well, yeah. C2S is the champ of food talk. That's for sure. Like, he is known across many channels on YouTube to cause hunger frustrations. That's fine. Fan Plant, have you tried mustard on a brownie? Huh? No. I mean, I like mustard. I like brownies. I ain't putting mustard on a... That's... What? What? Eh? No. No. Fried in bacon grease. Oh, yeah. If you're gonna do yolky eggs, definitely fry them in bacon grease. Because one, that means you probably have bacon, which is always a good thing. And two, it just tastes better with cooked in bacon grease and little flecks of like the leftover bacon stuff in there. Brilliant. Love that shit. Might have to make them in the morning, says Lockwatcher. You better make them soon. Like, pancakes are pancakes. You're the pancake man. I don't want to just call you the Ohio guy. Yeah, that's a little vague. And I know other people from Ohio. Espresso. Cyberlay. Espresso. Damn it. Why is it... Oh, because I said espresso. Yeah, espresso. Yeah. Sorry, that's an American thing. I don't understand where we got that from. But yes, it's espresso, not espresso. Well, I mean, actually, you know what? I mean, if you have a really fast espresso machine, could you call it an espresso? Because it's fast? I mean, not that not that espresso takes that long to make, but I mean, if you could make it super fast, could you then call it espresso? Have you tried Coleman's English mustard yet? I have no idea. I have eaten so many different kinds of mustard in my time, it's usually just what looks good when I grab it. But if I see Coleman's English mustard in an American grocery store, I will check. And I will try it, because I don't think I've found a quote standard-ish mustard, not like mustard with fucking bacon flavoring or anything weird like that. You know, like most mustards I try and I like. Yeah, if I see something like that, I'll give it a shot. Is that basically just like Grey Poupon fancy shit because it says it's English? There is a machine with an instant coffee called Espresso. Okay, well, at least I'm a little not really 2% correct. Mama says yellow mustard on an egg. Yeah, okay, you're losing me now. Yeah, like mustard has some very specific uses. This is mustard. Oh, that's right. It doesn't. How do you make it go to the link? Can I make it go to the link? Really, I can't make it go to the link through that. Where the hell did you post that? On YouTube, which means it would be up here. Oh, no, I've seen that before. And I've seen it before. I don't know that I've bought it, but I think I may have bought that. Scroll back down, fill that back up. Tony from AB Camping goes on about Coleman. What's up, L. Morrison? Welcome into the chitty chatty. Fanplan BRB, I'm going to try yellow mustard on a chocolate cupcake. Send help if I take too long. Okay, we'll try to be quick about it because we're getting ready to go, but I kind of want to see what you have to say. Coleman's mustard with taste of gasoline. Well, not that Coleman's, Chippy. Coleman, not Coleman, for fuck's sake, as he says. Chippy says it's hot as fuck, but lovely. You gotta remember, dude, like I eat fucking Reapers raw. So hot as fuck is a very relative term. Clears the sinuses. Yeah, I mean, if it clears your sinuses, it'll loosen mine up at least. Top of the hour toot. Okay. Cheers, everybody. We'll getting out of here in just a few minutes. We'll see if Fan Plant makes it back. Think wasabi? Oh, I fucking love. I get wasabi mustard all the time. That don't sound too bad, but yeah, cheers. Ad starts in 1 minute. On Twitch. Pianoman, it won't rival Make a Chili's, but you won't have had mustard quite like it before. Oh, I don't know. Like I said, I love horseradish mustard. That's a good spicy mustard. Alex says the kids in Scruff's neighborhood dressed as reapers, many missing. Oh, yeah. Oh, is that not the right kind of reaper I was supposed to be eating? Rob says I can take chili very well, or mustard very well, but not chili. Yeah. I'm good with anything that'll clear my nose. See, because you got to watch when it comes to spicy. There is those two categories. There's the kind that sets you on fire internally, and then the kind that just blows your nose out, aka like horseradish versus Carolina Reapers. Reapers just burn the shit out of you. Horseradish that just sets your fucking nasal passages like on fire. But at least it's quick. Chippy says, yes, if you have a tolerance for chilies, it won't hurt you, but you might like it. Oh, I'm sure I'll like it. It's mustard. I love mustard. Lock Roger says, my next big make, a giant batch of chili. Well, there you go. I gotta get in some chili soon. I'll probably do that on Thanksgiving, if not before, but it'll probably be Thanksgiving. I'm going to avoid the grocery stores for a few days in case there's fucking retards running around there because of all the dumb shit that just happened today as far as things being canceled. Not in the mood to get overrun or fucking robbed by a bunch of assholes that don't feel like doing their fucking job or any job. But anyway. A good hot radish sauce will do that. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. That being said, not all the fucking idiots that are having an issue today, or not all the people that are having an issue today are idiots, but about 5% of them are genuine, and about 95% of them need to get the fuck off their ass and get a goddamn job and stop bitching about things when they're perfectly fucking able-bodied to do what they need to do. They just choose not to. Anyway, like I said, there are some people that need a little bit of government assistance, but the large majority of them do not. They're just fucking lazy and selfish and entitled. If you don't believe me, watch a lot of TikTok and YouTube and shorts and watch all these fucking people bragging about how I am paying for their food. And then it's funny because then you watch for a few more weeks and you find out that they had their benefits ripped from them. Anyway, Q Rasher. Yeah, I'm not quite getting into Rasher level kind of things here, but yeah, that is one of the things that's been kind of irking me because that's been popping up a lot with government assistance ending today for food stamps for a lot of people. But you see so many fucking people abuse it. It's like, oh, well. Oh, I'm sorry. You're driving your fucking BMW. You're getting out of your 3-bedroom, fully furnished house, getting in your BMW, driving to the store. I'm sorry, your brand new BMW, driving to the store, spending $1,000 in food stamps, and then driving your ass home. Fuck you. You can afford a BMW. You can afford a brand new BMW. You can afford a freaking 3-bedroom house. Then you probably could have afforded to buy your own fucking food that month. Fucking bullshit. Anyway. And this is the reason why I only get 45% of my paycheck, because the rest goes to the fucking government. That being said, the people that actually need the food stamps, by all means, like that is a concerning thing. And you know what? Those will be the ones that'll they'll be the ones that'll be heavy at the like churches and food donation places because they're hungry. They just want food because they have a disability, some kind of an issue. They have a genuine situation where they can't work. They'll be the ones that'll figure out how to get there quicker to the food banks because the rest of them self-entitled pieces of shit would be too embarrassed to even show their fucking face there because they don't need it. They just want to be entitled. Wow, where did that fucking come from? Did Fan Plan ever get back? Hey, there we go. I'm alive and well. I can see how it might work with a brownie. Well, that's not quite what I wanted to hear. I mean, I didn't want to hear of your destruction, but it almost, if you're making it sound like it might be something feasible. All right, well, I ain't gonna actively put mustard on anything, but next time I make my hot chocolate pancakes, which are basically just chocolate pancakes that taste exactly like a fucking cupcake, Yeah, all right. I'll put a drop of mustard on a bite and see how it does. Fine. Thank you for that, fan plane. I appreciate the risk factor and possible sacrifice. Lock. The worst I saw, a couple bought 300 water bottles, empty them in the parking lot so they could turn them in for 10 cents a bottle. There you go. Josh says government assistant was extended today by the courts. Okay. Oh, good. No more no rioting then. Well, I mean, a minority percentage of them will still do it just to fucking do it, but you know. Yeah. All right. French's is a big brand here, says John. Yeah, French's mustard is big. Coleman mustard. And there's a couple of bigger ones. The people who need it will ask for it. Absolutely, Jonathan. If they truly need it, then they will ask for it. The ones that don't need it, they'll be too embarrassed to go and get it somewhere else. Because it's easy to hide when you're just swiping a card. It's not so easy to hide when you're standing in line with the rest of the people that actually need it. And the problem is those people standing there, they're not going to look around and go, oh, wow, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. They're going to look around and go, I wish you people were out of my fucking way so I could get what I want. You know it. You fucking know it. Frank Notabetty says, I have had people trying to sell me their food stamps for money, 50 cents on the dollar. No way. Oh, yeah, that's common as shit here, too. Hey, man, I'll go buy this if you pay me this. Because they don't need it. They just want the money. Okay. That all being said, I guess we'll get ready to wrap it up here because I do kind of got to go pee-pee. So that's still going. So obviously that little heater is doing just fine. Next week, I'll even try it on a setting lower just to save a... See, it's what? 19... Yeah, it's 19, 29, and like 39 watts. So we'll try that on the medium setting next week and see if it'll go with the whole whack. Pianoman says, if you substituted English mustard for American on a chili dog stall, holy fuck, you would see some faces. Okay, that's cool. I'll look for English mustard. Oh yeah, polls. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? So, I guess I'll shut this down. That would probably be a good idea to close it before the end. Let's see. Got 7 people saying yes for sure, including me. So 6 people. Okay. A very good chance. Is that 8 people? We'll see what's up. 4 and can't make it. 4. That's fine. Obviously, it's a holiday, so you do what you need to do. But I think we'll call that a poll. So it looks like we could probably, if we can float 5 to 10 people, and yeah, I think we'd be doing all right. So I think we'll go ahead and do that. Let me figure out where the poll is. And we will go ahead and close that out. So on the more positive side, maybe we'll have some people hanging out on Christmas of those that voted. And I'll bring that up. Since that looks pretty good, I'll bring that up until Christmas. Let everybody know. In case some people weren't here or didn't catch it. Wow, don't close that window. Holy shit, that would have been an issue. No cats outside. That's still spinning. That's good. And the poll is closed, so we can actually turn it off. Boop. All right. Phew. I'll be making fish, not making it with a fish, says Fama. Fama, like I said, you do what you need to do. Z2S, tried a little test bud, was pretty good even though it was dried in a dehydrator. There you go. Once it's mature, it's awesome. Good poll result. Yeah, I'm Pianoman. I'm like I say, Pianoman will be there at some point, I'm sure. Anybody else wants to show up. So, anyway. When should Christmas music start? Generally I consider the proper Christmas music would be today. November 1st, the day after Halloween. That's when I am fine with officially hearing Christmas music. Some people will say after Thanksgiving, but let's face it, Christmas music is the general theme of Thanksgiving, fucking music or whatever. It's usually just Christmas music early, getting you ready, Black Friday, commercialism, fucking, here we go again. Anyway, November 1st for Christmas music. That, for me, that is acceptable. Now, you go into some stores, they'll start playing that shit like October 1st. And that's just fucking weird when you're shopping for Halloween and you're listening to Christmas music. All right. So, I'm going to call it there. We'll see what's going on tomorrow with Surrounded, depending on what I have going on tomorrow, and if I go to the range and yada yada, and go Blue Jays. I guess they're doing good. Like, when's the World Series? Or did it just happen or something? I don't follow fucking baseball at all. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna be done out of here. I will talk to all of y'all either Wednesday for Legos, Thursday for MRE, or somewhere in between if I have time to do Surrounded. So, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a good week, and I will see everybody soon. So, be groovy to each other, and I am out of here in 5, 4, 3,